Today we meet the hero behind Herschel Jantjies.
Who is your superhero and why?
My superhero is definitely my dad. For the simple reason, he's my dad and he probably did everything for me. Still does everything for me, stuff I need to do myself up until today. He still helps me with it and does most of it. Yeah, and for that reason, he's my superhero.
So how and why has your dad influenced your career and made you the player that you are today?
Well, since I was a young boy, age of 12, I started playing rugby.
Oh, you mean yesterday?
Started playing rugby at the age of 11. Yeah, my dad was literally at every single rugby game. Didn't matter if I was playing in PE or wherever, he was there. Still up until today, he manages to come to every single match he can. If not, he'll definitely be on the phone with me, chat to me before the game and definitely after the game.
Uncle Sammy, so how does it feel to hear that you are a superhero?
Louise, I think it makes me humble. But I think also it's a great privilege to have someone looking up to me, whether it is now my boy or not. So yeah, it is a big honor to be regarded as a superhero, I think.
Do you remember any advice you gave him that steered his career, or even if somebody's watching and want to get involved in rugby, what advice do you have?
Just to keep focused, enjoy what you are doing, give your utmost in terms of perform well. But I think most of all is just to go out and enjoy what you are doing, because out of that excitement, enjoyment comes more in terms of whatever you are contributing towards the game.
And for you, Herschel, can you remember a piece of advice that your dad gave you that put your career on a certain path?
Yes, definitely. So I wasn't always a stormer. So yeah, there was a time where I didn't get game time at Province, so I went to UWC for a bit of game time. And then the thing I remember my dad told me was to control the controllable. I can only control what I do. I can't control what others are doing or thinking of me, but I can control how I perform, and that will eventually lead to me getting to where I want to be.
So now you watch him and you watch other people. What do you think is the thing that makes somebody a hero?
I think heroes are born. Depending a lot on how you train and ground that person in terms of his personal abilities, looking after him, take good care, and then eventually a person like that will eventually become a hero.
If you could give your dad any superpower, or if you could have any superpower on this planet, which one would you want him to have?
It would probably to be like Goku and teleport, so he can be at every rugby game. Doesn't matter where I play.
Now that you're watching him and have seen the rise and the strengthening of his career, what advice do you have for parents who have a gifted child and they want that child to come to their full potential?
To be the supportive parent, any parent needed to be, is, in my point of view, some good advice. Because I remember the days, I used to play soccer. So remember the days where you have to go to the soccer game Saturday afternoon or whatever without the support of parents. You miss that. And just to be there and support and give him some advice in terms of what you think, whatever he can contribute towards the game is, in my view, some advice that I would like to give to anyone who is raising a kid and wanting him to perform.
So now you have this career in front of you, you have this life ahead of you, you're already making a name for yourself. But one day, what is that heroic legacy you want to leave?
Well, I come from a small farming town, let's say, in just outside Stellenbosch in Kalmar. And for me, it was always, if I can make one kid happy and inspire him to become a great, doesn't matter if it's in rugby, soccer, academics or whatever. If I can inspire one kid, it would mean the world to me. And that's what I try to do it. Yeah, sometimes we do stuff that's not so, how can I say, role modelish, but I try my best, and hopefully out of Kalmo there can come a few great stars.